You very unfortunately on the Magnus touched the Mars spear and didn't realize, so I get it. Oh god. Ah, that's painful. Magnus, I like this. We have some direction here. Magnus, 28-28 till the end. Talking about team fighting. Okay, let's see. Just to recap, Magnus, team fighting. Okay, so let's see what we got, guys. Items real quick. Bling, Mask Madness. Oh man, this is a baller build. Let's do it. Let's do it. Scares me a little bit though. I feel like a BKB is almost necessary. They have a lot of like crowd control, and if you can't get your combo off, it's gonna feel sad. I feel like a BKB in here somewhere would be very safe, but also probably like here instead of Refresher or BKB, that would be like the standard play, I think. But I'm kind of down for this Refresher. Oh, you do have the shard already. I guess it's still just queued up. But you know what I'm down for? Wait, are you the mid lane? Maybe this is fine then, actually. I kind of like BKB as well, though, but kind of old-fashioned. I haven't been keeping super up-to-date with the Magnus build, so... I don't think you have to go in first right away. Unless you can actually grab more people here, which maybe you thought you could because this is very close. But like if we go back the few seconds before this. So you do have Blink. This actually, your team pushing up here is kind of scary. You don't actually have vision here. And looks like the game's close enough to go either way. So... you guys aren't smoked. You have no vision here. They're all missing. I think pushing up here like this, it's kind of risky, especially because you did see someone like come over here, I think. Jug going first, fair enough. Let Shadow Shaman go first to bait people. Like, I think this guy's waiting. You have to decide, like, who's going to go in. And so it should be between Clockwork and Shadow Shaman to initiate. And you and Earthshaker kind of, like, wait for the people to clump up and react. And then you go in, you get your big ults. Especially because you don't have BKB. You don't want to go in first. You want them to, like, go in and blow their other stuff. So you want these guys to go in first. And that's kind of what's happening here, right? I think if you wanted to, you could just shockwave him to, like, do a little bit of crowd control. And then really Clockwork should go in, or the Shadow Shaman. And then looks like Clockwork already used his stuff. So Shadow Shaman goes in. So instead of initiating here right now, you just wait a little longer, see how they react to Shadow Shaman. Because maybe they go, oh, we got to go save our Mars. Let's all go in. And that's why actually your team positioning should be a little different if you do want to go up here. Juggernaut first, and then Clockwork or Shadow Shaman should be behind them. And then you and Earthshaker should be in the back. Which kind of funny, right? The two cores in the back rather than the supports. Usually the supports are backline. But in this case, the supports are the bait to find information, to find the big team fight ults. And so, like, this is very close to being a very good ult, like, with all the heroes. But you're just, like, a little too soon, I feel like. Or if they were a little clumped, you could go in first, you know, because that's what we're looking for. But they're not quite there. So just let him go first on this Mars. Let them react, and then you go in on them. And then I feel like this would have been slightly better initiation. I'm just nitpicking, though, because it still looks like it could work out very well. There you go. Oh, sorry, we're on the wrong hero. So there's the one. You do have Refresher, so you kind of can just, like, use it. You use it again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it did work out. I am, like, being a little nitpicky on it. Getting Roche. So from here, from Roche, we should just take some towers. Tier 2s. All the tier 2s are up, so, like, that should just be your objective. So this isn't a team fight, but I'm going to complain about it anyways. So... you did just win a huge team fight. You have no RP, no Refresher, no Omni Slash. You have this. They're all up. You wrecked them before they could do stuff, so they have their abilities. And then look at your team. You're, like, scattering around. You're, like, your strongest hero. Is he the strongest? Yeah, your strongest hero, like, way back there. You're up here. You're here. He's way back here. And he's way over here. He doesn't have his big ult. Like, you guys are missing a bunch of stuff. You just need to wait, like, a minute right now. But you guys are still playing, like, very aggressive. Like, you guys come up here blind without any vision. And that's why, like, you're going to lose time on the Aegis now. Because you guys are Dead, right? So you're dead 78 seconds. And if we check ultimates, the main thing, I think the refresher's the longest one you guys are waiting for. Yeah, so if you had waited for refresher instead of like playing aggressively like this, you would have had to wait 54 seconds. By dying like this, now you have to wait 78 seconds. So that's some extra time we're losing. Not to mention, it's giving them an ability to start chaining this. They know, like, these guys are dead. Like, if we can look for more. We can try to kill the Aegis right now. Even though they just use some big abilities too, but like it's 5v3, so you can do this depending on the game. And this is close enough that you can do this. 4K is really not a lead at 30 minutes. Okay, so from their perspective, they shall be together. So like, Visage being up here, I think is bad in my opinion. As clock starts to respawn, they should start being cautious. They should take this tower and then get out. Mars TPing out. Looks like they want to go for this guy. That's fine. As soon as he shows, though, you guys all need to leave. On this team, Morphling, Lich, and Mirana need to leave. He's TPing out, which means both supports must get out, like, right now. And in fact, it's kind of bad that all the cores just TP'd like this. They seem to be on different pages. Like, Lich is now coming to, like, place a ward and stuff, and all the cores just TP'd out of sight. Out from here, in sight of the Radiant. So the Radiant can just go for a fight. That's why Lich dies here now. Even though it's 5v4, Lich is going to die. And now Mirana dies as well, trying to help. Shadow Shaman probably didn't need to ult, so that's a bit overkill. But that was 2 kills. The enemy team should not have given up. And now again, they're like out of position. Now that you guys are all up, they can't do this. Like, what are they doing? This is insane. And that's why this fight coming up here, sorry, we should switch back to your position. This works out quite well for your team, because it's like a 5v3, you know? And it's more or less an even game. So now you guys are gonna, you know, wipe them. So I feel like you guys took a bad positioning fight, and now they took a bad positioning fight. They're just kind of trading fights. Nice. You guys get to do this because they're all still dead. As Morphling starts to get close to respawning, though, you want to be careful. If they're going to buy back and defend, it's going to be with Morphling's respawns. These guys will be the buyback. So there's one, so this, like, start being cautious. And it looks like you guys are. So, let's see if you guys make the exact same mistake. RP used, Refresher used, Echo used, Omni used. Just get out. Use the remainder of the Aegis to just guarantee they don't want to fight you until you get your next setting of ults. All of you should stay, like, together and in relatively cautious positions, unless you have, like, extra information. So, you TP back. Your entire team needs to be careful right now. Shouldn't be going in like this. Got trapped in wards, though. Sort of working out. Another buyback. You guys did manage to pull a lead together from the last fight. Ooh, fight went long enough that maybe it's working out. Fight went long enough that you guys managed to get RP and stuff back. But that was very close. I don't think this is, like, necessarily a good play. And in fact, I'm gonna say this didn't work because it was good play. It was pretty close. They almost, like, pulled a pretty good fight together, I feel like. You guys kind of lucked out on your timings, like, working out with that. I think the much safer play would have been to wait, because we've seen what happens when you guys have all your spells. It's a very clean fight. This is very messy. I don't even know how it's going to end. We're still watching, right? Like, what's happening? I don't know. But why is it like this? You guys are 10k up with, like, a super wombo combo spell. So, like, why is it so close? And I don't know who's, like, coming out ahead. It should be, like, much more straightforward, where we just wait for our spells, get good vision, let Juggernaut hit a tower, and it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to initiate on Juggernaut? Because we'll just RP you after that. And when you guys react to that, we'll echo you, and then we'll refresh your RP. You know, it's so hard to do. So, like, why give them the opportunity to possibly have killed you there, your team there, and then come back? Well, let's see if they do it now. Okay, Shadow Shaman just died. we're just gonna repeat. Just look at your spells, look at the 5v5, and realize like, okay, I see 3 heroes, 3 cores here, so it's probably okay to be up here, but don't do anything too dangerous like down here. And like take safe positions until Shadow Shaman's up. We're still stronger when we have all our abilities. All missing, so be very careful around this area, because if they smoke, they're either going down here, which is unlikely if these creeps are pushing up, which means they're cutting across here, and when they don't find anyone here, many people have the bad habit of just continuing on into this triangle. So if you want to fight here, if this guy has buyback, or you just think you're strong enough, someone, Clockwork stands here to be the smoke breaker. Clockwork or Jug stand there. RP, Magnus and Earthshaker should be further back to react and not be revealed by the smokes and all that. Should have like vision set up over here. So actually they are just like pushing bottom, it looks like. But we see them coming up here. So it's like, should we fight this? Probably not. Shadow Shaman has no way to get over here quickly. So we're asking for a 4v5, which might work out if you land all the spells, but you're just asking for more trouble because you're missing a key component to your team fight. This huge ult and then very good lockdown against like a Morphling, right? So this is riskier than it needs to be. Starting to commit some big spells. I mean, it might still work out, but it's not like best practice. And this is like how you open up the chance to throw. Won't always throw, but like if you're gonna throw, it's gonna be like this. So now you guys have everyone. This is fine, you know? Now everyone's here, one person's dead. Now we just do this kind of stuff. Magnus smoked in the back. This is good. So this is now too close, though. You have the Blink, you have the Force Staff, you have Skewer. So, like, why are you up here? This is where you might get randomly stunned by accident. Just be back here. Just be ready to RP. You don't actually have to do anything. Just watch Juggernaut take buildings. I mean, you guys had 2 kills, so you can push it if you want. But, like, also, if you just want to guarantee the win, just watch Juggernaut hit the buildings. Kind of like this. If you're worried at all about throwing, you just, like, watch him. And then when you see him, like, see Morphling, then you go in for the RP. But don't, like, preemptively move up there, I feel like. It looks like you guys did wait. I kind of think... it kind of looks like you guys are going for this. I think maybe just get Megas would be safer. But right now, you just got to set up good vision. You can wait for Refresher, but you have RP. So you're fine to, like, stay out here and just set up good vision. But be together. So you see, like, they pick off your support. And now, like, no one was, like, close enough to kill, like, help. You guys are, like, on the same quadrant of the map, but not close enough to react to, like, the seconds you need to be able to react at this point in the game. And now you guys have to wait for 60 seconds, which kind of works out with Refresher. So just don't do anything too crazy. See them all mid, that's fine. So you can shove in top. You actually don't have to, like, you see them all here. So, like, I don't know how Jug got caught because we were looking at you. It's like, why is he farming here, right? We're saying wait for Shadow Shaman. I see 5 heroes here. Why do I need to risk my life here doing this kind of stuff? I don't. So this is crazy. Absolute madman. Nutty. Magnus, though, also didn't need to, like, go back. You know, this far more minor of a mistake than what Juggernaut just did. But we literally saw 5 heroes here move in this direction. So, like, this, there's literally no one up here. There's no reason to back off yet. You can just keep pushing in top. That'll force someone to react top eventually. That's how you, like, get them to do something and then split them up. Coming bottom. This is scary, though. So, like, where's the last place I saw them? I saw them kill Juggernaut over here, and I haven't seen them since. So unless they teleport, which they might, but, like, the most likely place they go, they're, like, this way. Maybe they're smoked, maybe they're not. This way, this way, this way. Those are the most likely locations, is this bottom half of the map. And then we walk into it. Like, just in case, you know? Test my luck if they're here or not. But there's no need to test your luck. Just, like, play on the top half of the map. Or at this point, don't even show. Just, like, wait off the map, be very scared. This is where this lane should be, like, over here, knocking on this tower, which should have forced someone to been revealed. If Magnus hadn't left sooner, this lane would be, like, up here. That would force, like, a core or a support to show here. And now you just need to see one more person down here. And now you know, at most, no matter where we go, we'll run into 4 people. And once we have all 5, we can go. But right now we're waiting for Juggernaut, who doesn't have buyback. So So why are we doing this? Like, super risk, right? Now we're dead instead of Juggernaut. Or, like, Juggernaut was dead. We had to be cautious. We're doing not cautious things. We're literally revealing where we are on the map by trying to cap this while no one's showing. And death timers are so long because I don't think you guys saved buyback. Past like 30 to 40 minutes in the game, team fights, super important. Having everyone taking clean fights, that's all that, not all that matters. It matters a ton though, because you're dead for over 100 seconds plus sometimes, and that's enough time to just like shred through these buildings. Ooh. Rough one. So here's another like kind of, I was kind of speeding through that, talking about that stuff. So let's recap. We're kind of going extra time on this, but hopefully it's useful to you guys about like team fight considerations and stuff. We'll wrap this one up here after this fight. If you guys want to contest, he kills Marana. So actually, this is not the worst, but it is a little scary because Shadow Shaman doesn't have buy, and then he gets at buybacks. He's coming over here. Start it. But like, as long as they weren't doing Aegis, you guys don't actually have to initiate. So Clockwork technically should have waited a little longer. You very unfortunately on the Magnus touched the Mars spear and didn't realize, so I get it. Oh god. Oh, that's painful. Oh, the double echo though. Saving it. So this is a mechanical mistake. I'm actually not going to make a big deal out of this. This kind of stuff happens, and it's very unfortunate. It takes a lot to be in this kind of situation and recognize when you just barely touch Spear of Mars. Screwing up the first RP, totally understand. I think the second RP, that's where you kind of have to like figure out, in the heat of the moment, why didn't that first RP work? And like checking your status bar real quick is one of the ways you can do that, and realize I'm still being affected by this dot. I don't blame you for not noticing it because it is very minor, but that's what I'm just letting you know. Like, this sounds like a flex. High level players would not do this though. It's one of the things you'll notice. They'll like, if they screw up the one time, you know, they will quickly identify why it happened and whether or not they can, like, what they can do from there. And so them getting like missing, not being able to blink, they would have realized no one attacked me and no spell hit me, and they would have then like checked the status bar to see, oh, I must have like barely touched this dot, and so then they would have like refreshed in. This is just this is a refresher. This is a mechanical mistake though, so I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it because I'm usually more worried about conceptual stuff. So like if one of those had worked out, like you probably would be in an excellent spot. Double echo though kind of saves the day on that. Okay, you guys can push the lead. Probably grab Aegis if you want. That would be the safe play. You win from here? Okay. Aegis, and then probably you just go down. Actually, Aegis, just wait. 88 seconds. Just wait for it. You can look for a kill, but don't, like, force it. Because we don't know if he has buyback or not. Actually, we've been speeding around. Maybe you guys do know. I can't remember. If he has no buyback, you can just do it. But if he does have buyback, just wait for all your abilities. And then let's speed up. I just want to know if you guys win or not at this point. Okay, but wait together, right? You're revealing in the creep wave. They're revealing mid. You guys are showing your split up. They can do things. Just wait together in one section. Close enough to react within a second when they like blink stun someone. The same way they need to be close enough for that. Okay, got a Visage kill. Now you can just force the high ground. Just like all go. You guys don't even have to force this fight. I mean, you can, but like you can just force the high ground. They'll be there to defend, and then 5v4 with the big spells. Okay, it looks like you guys win. We spent some extra time on this one, but I do like the like to be able to break down the fights like that a bit. So maybe that hopefully that's useful to you guys. Thanks for watching, friends. If you want one of your games analyzed, try to drop by one of the Wednesday streams. We do replay analysis giveaways there, starting at 6:30 p.m. Central Time every Wednesday, unless I'm not, in which case you might want to join the Discord to find out any notifications. Links are in the description. Thanks again, guys.